The more we go through the economy and the more with things that are happening in today's society, music seems to be, and art seems to be pushed aside and put to the background. So anything that we can do to kind of reach out to the community to show them that art is very much still alive and relevant, I'll definitely jump on board.
And on board he is with several dozen other area residents in New Lenox. Hours and hours go into practicing on Sunday afternoons.
I like to rehearse. Some of the best music we make as a band happens during rehearsal. You rehearse music so often and you really get into the nuts and bolts of it, and you get multiple takes and you get a chance to stop something and go back and fix it. But I like to rehearse the most because that's where I think the most musical moments happen.
Many of the performers share the same sentiment. They like the rehearsals as much as performing, if not more so. Those musicians are doctors and lawyers, blue-collared and retired. There is a mother and daughter team, a father and son team, a pair of sisters in the group. They come as couples, and they all play at different levels. Some have formal training, some are semi-professional, some just love to play. Several are music teachers, and they even have a member with military music experience.
We have a wide range from beginners up to people who've been playing for 50 years.
In March of 2006, we had our first organizational meeting, and we had a grand total of 2 people show up.
It all started with this man, Chuck Stark, the longtime choir director at what is now known as Lincoln Way Central High School, but since retired. While he conducts the community band, and for about 20 years, the New Lenox Choral Community Choir, he also plays the saxophone, more and more as he shares those band conducting duties with others. Currently, Bobby Lambert, Matt Doherty, and Kerry Rucklick. Regardless, that first year, it was all Chuck.
I just felt there were a lot of instruments sitting in a closet in the village of New Lenox, and I'd had some people come to me and say, why don't we try to get a Village of New Lenox band put together. So we met for the first time in early March. Didn't get a real good response. It was a rainy Sunday afternoon over at the Lion's Den. The director was there and 2 other people showed up. And one of those people didn't play an instrument. They wanted to be the librarian.
That first year, there was only 1 concert, but the village stepped in and provided hardware. Lights, music stands, larger percussion instruments, and...
starting in 2007, we did, I believe, 3 concerts. Last year we did 3 concerts, and this year we've got 3 concerts scheduled.
The band plays here in the Performing Arts Pavilion. They play 3 concerts in the summer, one in June, July, and in August. However, they do accept new members throughout the whole year.
If you want to come and play and commit to the rehearsals, we would love to have you. We're always welcoming new people, and it's interesting that almost each rehearsal someone new will come along and join us. And usually after about 2 rehearsals you're hooked. It's a great place to be. The community here, just the community of players, is wonderful. And then when we go and perform and there's this great audience there to greet you, of course, who wouldn't want to be part of that?
Still looking for some sections we can still fill out. We need more saxophones. We have a good complement of flutes, oboes, clarinets. We could use a couple more trumpet players. So if you're a trumpet player out there and looking for something to do on a Sunday afternoon, you're more than welcome. We need some more saxophones, and we could use 1 or 2 more percussionists on a regular basis.
We have a person, a lady who came to one of these and really wanted to be part. We found a way for her to get a clarinet, and she's been playing with us ever since. And I don't care that every note may not be hit or missed or anything like that, but she had such a delightful part to the community that the band is better because of her being there.
In band, in high school, junior high, I played for 6 years there, and that was the last time I had played my clarinet. It's coming back slowly, but it's not coming back as quickly as I thought it might, but it's coming back, and I enjoy it. I have a good time at the band. I know my limitations, so I play what I can, but it's coming back.
Steve Kreuz has kept playing the trumpet ever since starting in the 4th grade and agrees that it's as much about the people as it is about the music.
It's a great group, a lot of great musicians, and we come together, put music together, and play a couple of concerts a year, and it's really fun. We come out on the weekends and we do our best, and you can always, gain more knowledge playing the instrument. But it's with the group of musicians that we have in this group, it's fun to put on shows.
You get to play music with people that you normally wouldn't, and I think my favorite part about that is, though, hearing the stories and talking. There's some really interesting people in this band who have had years and years of performing in brass bands and military groups. And when I get to play a military march with them, and after the concert, say, "Hey, did you ever play that before?" And the next thing I know, I'm listening to a story about the Vietnam War or whatever. So it's just neat to be around the different people. I think that's my favorite part, is just meeting new people and seeing where they're coming from.
I like the rehearsals because I get to sit by some neat guys, like Mike and Ed sitting next to me, and then trumpet players on my other side, and we have clarinets in front of me. So it's the rehearsals. They're fun, and of course it's always nice to perform in front of somebody and to be appreciated. I even had a friend take some pictures of me in the band, and she sent them through the mail to me, which I didn't know she was out there, and she just sent them in the mail and says, "You are being watched." And I thought, oh, that's really great that people are watching us here in New Lenox.
There's something special about a performance, and maybe the fact that there's an audience, or that the sun's setting, or that it's a cool summer night, and it's so Americana to have the concert out in the park.
The acoustics are wonderful, and a lot of it is because of the bowl that Mr. Bolker cut in there. The building here helps reflect the sound. The library helps reflect the sound. It's going to be, when we get some more, as the trees continue to grow, it's just a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful outdoor setting.
And that's the sound of music
I love to play
in New Lenox.